What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory, where today guys, we are down bad. That is right, I am down to 18,000 coins after buying that 50k store pack to get the evolution. I'm also down bad in terms of fodder because we did a hero pack 3 days ago, you know, and I was looking at what do I have to do today, or what do I get to do today, what do I want to do today. Well, in terms of seasonal, we've obviously got the daily and weekly objectives to work on, and these here, which is what we're going to work on today. And in terms of live events, we've got the Season 2 World Tour Cup, which is what we're specifically going to go out of our way to complete today. So I need to play 11 more games in the tournament, or the cup. I need to get an assist, at least one goal in 5 separate matches with a Mexican player. We need to play 5 matches with one World Tour player item. We need to score 1 goal in 50 separate matches and win the whole thing, which I haven't managed to do yet. Where's the other thread? Oh, they're both the threads. So it's either this or this, isn't it? So what we'll try and do is we'll put in a World Tour player, because we just need to play 5 with the World Tour player. We'll pop in a Mexican player, and then we will build the team around our Evos and around completing the icons. But I want to focus around completing 1 or 2 icons at a time, because the team that I built previously for trying to complete all of these at once, it was just so awful that I struggled, right? So what we've got is the Emperor, which is play 25 matches with a German centre-back. We can do that, not a problem. We only need to play 12 more anyway. For the Bomber, this was win 25 matches with 3 Bayern Munich players, or score in 50 separate matches using a German player. I think we're going to go still for the win 25 here. So we're going to put 3 Bayern players in there. For the captain, we need to win 30 with 1 Brazilian defender. That's not a problem either. And then for the Hurricane, this is the one that I'm not going to be doing this time, because it's assist a goal in 60 separate matches using a right winger. I don't really use right wingers. I'd rather not. I don't like the formations that are on offer that have a right winger. Maybe the 4-3-3 could be quite good. And then for the King, which we've only done 40, we need to have 6 Brazilian players in the team. So lots to work on. But also, guys, I had a comment in the video yesterday, which we'll get to in a lot more detail over time. But the comment was from a viewer, a long time viewer, and his name is Sam Klein. Sorry, Sam, I did forget your first name at the start there. Sam messaged in yesterday's video, and he was in my stream yesterday, and he said to verify that it's him on Instagram. And Sam's a fan of the channel and a fan of the videos, and he was loving the fact that I'm showing the A-League some love. And so he asked me if I could Evo him, which I absolutely can, and we will. And he's going to be a big part of our series going forwards now. Any other A-League footballers out there, hit me up. Let's build a team of fans, man. What's really fascinating, if you can see Sam's date of birth there, is 2004. We're in 2025 now, which obviously implies that Sam is 21, nearly 22 years old. Sam messaged me on Instagram 9 years ago to say that he's got a 60k squad to show me, and he enjoys the content and he loves watching. So when Sam was 12 or 13 years old, he'd been watching the content since then. And so I owe it to him to make him the best possible version of himself that we can get on the game. So he's also going to go into the team. And we're going to work on these Evos just in general as we go. So I'm going to build the team, and it looks a little bit like this. And now, guys, it's fair to say that the first time I built a team for this, all I played against was Sweats, who weren't trying to have fun. Not that you owe me anything to have fun. It's just an observation that everybody that I played against didn't have teams that looked like this. I'm hoping now a lot of people would have finished this and will fall into a lot more objective and Evo squads. But we have got ourselves 3 Bayern players, Neuer, Kim Min-jae, and Guerrero. We've got our German centre-back with Anton. We've got our Brazilian defender with Bruninha. We've got 6 Brazilian players in general with Bruninha, Anderson Talisca, Andre Santos, Alisson, Jesus, and Martinelli. And of course, I've got Klein in the midfield there, along with Lebib. I just need one more win for Lebib. I have put Quinones on the bench and Simeone and Trossard because I just want to play with those cards and try them out. But hopefully, I'm good enough to kind of like polish off some objectives with this team. If I'm struggling, I might work on one icon at a time, you know, like get rid of the Bayern players and stuff, because like Kim Min-jae and Anton and Guerrero, they're not meta. They're not very good, right? Even Talisca and Andre Santos, they're not great. I feel like my skill set should be good enough to carry me a little bit, but yeah, we'll have to see, especially with that Gabriel Jesus up front now with that finesse shot plus. I'm really hoping that he'll carry me a little bit. But this is the team. Let's play some games. Right, guys, as we go into this little tournament here, obviously you start off in the quarterfinals in this one, don't you? It's only 3 games, which is pretty cool. Something I always forget about until I go into it, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I kept getting this weird little bug in this tournament. I don't know if you guys have it, where it says your opponent forfeits match, and I had to restart the game, and it literally happened like every other game. I didn't get a loss for it. I didn't get like anything. I didn't go through for it or anything, and it always happened immediately after kickoff. Now I'm on PlayStation and I've got crossplay off, so it's not like PC hackers just kind of like DC glitching or anything. So I was just curious if you guys experienced it a little bit. Anyway, we've got some games today and some comments from the last video. I don't want to say yesterday's video because I didn't upload yesterday, and that comes a little bit from genuinely just struggling to give you guys anything of value. And I know you guys have said a lot of times, right, like just upload anything, we'll watch it, and there are a good strong portion of you guys that will. But even with that, I want to give you value. I don't want to just give you generic crap, because who wants to watch generic crap? Maybe you do, I don't know. But so yeah, I just didn't have anything value to give you. And today I have, because of this man right here, Sam Klein. He was on the video yesterday. He said, Nep, love your exposure of the A-League. Would be absolutely buzzing if you use my card in an Evo side. I've got a couple of play styles. It's verified as him. He messaged me on Instagram. I think I talked about this at the start of the video. And so, yeah, I kind of... you know, I'm really excited to Evo a viewer. We've got quite a lot of viewers that are footballers as well. So if you are a football player in the lowly leagues, I think something that would be really fun, and there you go again of that bug happening. I think something that would be really fun, guys, is if you're like not even a lower league, if you're a Premier League footballer as well, that's fine too. It'll be really fun to start Evoing footballers that are viewers and building a team full of viewers that are footballers. I think that would be really fun. What do you guys think? Anyway, I've got a comment from Dan NPFC. He says, not gonna lie, the idea where you suggested a tournament where your players get removed if you win or lose playing for insane rewards sounds horrible. What an incredible sweaty mode that would be. Honestly, if you want a fun mode, it cannot be tied to rewards, let alone losing players from your club forever. Offline is the only mode that could be less sweaty, because the community are most at fault for how horrible the game is to play. So I think either I didn't explain it very well, or I didn't maybe even explain it at all. So I want to be clear. This isn't the sort of place that I thought people would put their best hit players in and like, oh, let me run in with an Mbappe here for an 81 by 10 or something. My idea is ultimately SBCs, but via gameplay, right? So, you know, if you complete an 85 rated squad, you've got to put in an 85 rated team, right? So you're going to put in some 85 rated players. Wouldn't it be better just to use that team instead in gameplay and have the opportunity of getting better rewards if you can go further and then still losing the squad? And there it is again happening, guys, just disconnecting from it at the start. Wouldn't it be just better? Wouldn't it be more fun? Like it's the same with the League SBCs. I think it would be really fun with the League SBCs that instead of me having to buy the cards from the market, like put them in, you know, the Libsud cards when they were like 2.5, 3K, I just think it would be better to have League SBCs as gameplay. So you build the Libsud team, you have to win 3 games of it, then you've got that segment completed. Then you go and build a Premier League team, you win 3 games of that, then you've got that segment completed, and obtain rewards via gameplay like that on a repeatable, recyclable manner. That's kind of like what I was more thinking of in my own head. It wasn't, oh, I'm going to go in with my insane players. It was, I'm going to go in with a bronze team and see how far I can get in this tournament. Oh, I lost straight away. Never mind, I get the round 1 rewards. I've lost a bronze team. I've got an 80 by 5. Nice. I'm going to go in with a really strong gold team. not the best players or anything, just the discard cards, players like Kane, players like Lewandowski, players like Vitinha. Okay, I'm going to lose them. I'm going to lose hundreds of thousands of coins worth of players here, but I'm going to potentially win 500,000 coins worth of packs. Like, that was my mentality, was more of like, think of it as like, imagine that SBC team you submitted. Imagine if instead of submitting it, losing it forever, like you said would be horrible, you get a chance to play games with it first to like amplify your rewards. I think it would be fun. Maybe it wouldn't be fun, but I think it would be fun. The other thing that you said that I just wanted to touch on a little bit, because I don't agree with this in the slightest, is what you said with, honestly, if you want a fun mode, it cannot be tied to rewards. People do not want to play this game if it is not tied to rewards. In fact, I had somebody, he tweeted me genuinely about 60 times, responding to me over about 4 or 5 days on everything that I replied to, every tweet that I posted multiple times, telling me that this game is dead because he got his 6 wins and his 6 goals in the tournament from last week, but he had to play 6 more games for nothing to get the rest of the rewards. And I kind of like tried to explain to him, you're not playing for nothing, you are playing for the rewards. You can also do Evos, you can experiment with new formations and players, new play styles, you can have like build a fun team. But he wasn't having it. He just kept responding to me saying, oh, all well and good EA dropping 6 PM content, but I've got to go and play 6 games for nothing to get these rewards. And that's people's mentality with this game. If you get nothing, if you don't get a pack back or work towards a pack for your play, if winning isn't the outset, people think you're playing for nothing. And I don't think if EA gave a fun mode where there were no rewards, nobody would play it. They just wouldn't. We've got a comment from Frostback, says, we would love to see you guys play Arc Raiders, Nep. So it's something I've floated the idea around in my own head. You know, I've played on this channel before Fall Guys, Call of Duty, Fortnite. There's been a few other games that I've posted on this channel. I'm really enjoying Arc Raiders, right? I'm really enjoying it. I'm streaming it almost every night on Twitch from about 9-10 PM until about 1-2 AM. You know, a good 4, 5, 6 hours of Arc Raiders every night. I've chose so far not to make any content on it beyond streaming because I don't want it to become something that I kind of have to do or I'm obligated to do or feel like I'm letting people down if I don't upload. I just want to enjoy the game. However, some of the parts of the game are brilliant fun, and I do wonder if it would be enjoyable to watch, not as a regular, but maybe as a once a week or once a fortnight thing. So let me know what you think down below, guys, if that would interest you or not. And then Clan Walker says, Div 5, 30 points, upgraded rewards. My best pull was 84, Ruben Neves, who, by the way, is worth 1,300 coins. How are we supposed to do all the content if the rewards don't even give fodder? And yeah, I mean, I talk about this a little bit more in depth after this video. I didn't know that comment was there. I just talked about it because I wanted to talk about it as well. I like, there is this thought process from people. By the way, what a finish that is from Martinelli. There is a thought process from people that you're not supposed to do all the content, and I just don't agree. I can't understand why. Why are we not supposed to do all the content? Like, even EA, they told me, I told you guys this as well years ago, not every SBC is for everyone. Okay, fair enough. But if somebody wants to do all of it, why not? Why are we gatekeeping people from having fun on your game? Why are we making it difficult to get players who are like tier 2 or tier 3 players that people just want to use for a little bit of time before never using again? Why are we gatekeeping that? And yeah, I just agree, like the rewards are so horrendous. It's so hard to generate coins and cards in this game cycle at the moment. And I don't know what EA's problem is, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. The last comment is from Jota Suarez 8750. He says, first time comment here, I want to talk about the amount of special cards some teams get. Arsenal on about 8 to 10 special cards, whilst other more obscure leagues have no love and get minimal upgrades. Why not just boost the lower level cards to be similar to the Pinas and even Mbappe's? My other thing is how far we are from being able to upload our own dynamic pick. Imagine your favourite player celebrating with a trophy or some. I'm all ears for opinions. So the dynamic pick stuff, I think that'd be great to have that in the store, to be able to go and buy dynamic picks to put on your cards, on your base cards and stuff. I think that'd be great. But I want to talk a little bit about the special cards thing. If EA release a player that nobody knows about, it gets downvoted into oblivion. You never see anyone use it, and all people do is complain that why are they releasing this non-tent? Who cares about this person? Who cares about that person? People don't care about the lower league players apart from the very small group of people that care about the individual particular player. Whereas players like Mbappe's or Arsenal players or City players or Real Madrid players or Barcelona players, they sell packs. People will go and put money on the game to try and open a pack in the hopes that they will hit that promo Mbappe, that special card from a big club, that special Rodrigo, that special Vinicius Jr. They just will. The one thing that I'll say about why not give like the booster lower level cards to similar levels to the Pinas and even Mbappe's, it comes down to market, right? If you had 50 different players that are the same level as Mbappe is not worth anything anymore, and everyone has an Mbappe level card, and all of a sudden we're right back at square one where everyone uses the exact same players all the time and the market's dead and you're not getting anything out of packs. The thing about the lower league players that you have, as we're showing here with the A-League players, is evolutions are your opportunity to boost up your lower league players. The only thing you can't do, which you touch on a little bit there at the end, is put dynamic pictures on them, which obviously I now know, I don't really care about them, but I know people are massively interested in dynamic pictures. So I think EA would kill two birds with one stone if they actually just allowed us to buy dynamic pictures somehow or upload them somehow to put on the card. So then you can go and get some dynamics from your favorite players, from your favorite obscure club or obscure league, and then evo that player up and have a great time. And once again, I will say this, and I will say this with chest, not to you, Jota Suarez, or to anyone that's watching this video. I will say this with chest to EA Sports. This is a game. It is a video game. Stop treating us like this is a chore or a job. Stop treating us like it's our responsibility to create, to like fund your projects. We are not the staff that are filling your pockets at the top. We are the consumers that are playing your game, and you are making every goddamn aspect of this game the least possible fun it can be in the name of profit, and it is finally starting to come to bite you back in the arse, and you need to fix it fast because people are leaving. Anyway, guys, let's go and open some packs. Damn, man. That's how they've got us, isn't it? That's how they've got us, because I'm here like it's a game, and then I'm like, let's go and open some packs. But hey, let's go and open some packs. Right, guys. So there we have it. I won the cup. I didn't realize you had to win it 5 times to get that Fred. So we've still got a lot of grinding to do there. But I want to put in some of these packs that I've got. There's nothing crazy here. I've done some league SBCs for the major league. I completed it once and then done the big 3 again. I'm only 2 Libsud cards away from completing it again. So if we get some, I'll be able to do it again and get some more packs through it as well, which would be nice. And do you know what? That's absolutely banging for Finalizing. He's a duplicate. Okay, so I'm only 1 player anyway away from it, which is really, really good. Yeah, I wanted to kind of like showcase some of the evos that we've got now, where we're at with evolutions, and just mostly talk a little bit about how this road to glory is really about to become an evo to glory. And thank God we kind of very recently have decided to move away from just Arsenal in evos, because I honestly think evos are going to be the main focus of this account, at least in the short term, guys. And the reason why is because I have done basically everything that there is to do on this account, right? Squad battles rewards every week, rivals rewards every week, champs rewards every week. I've done every single tournament. I've won every single tournament. I've done every single objective there is to do, bar like 1 or 2, like that offer like really poor packs back just for really poor time, like consumption and such. I have done trading. I've done bronze pack method. Come on, give me a good player here to use for a few games. Nigerian Cam from the Bundesliga. Is that Teller? Ooh. He might be all right, actually. What rating is he? 86 rated. No playstyle plus, but that's not a bad card to get out of that. Oh, it is. It's 15k. Here's the problem. He actually looks all right, though, to be fair. Yeah, so I've done everything, right? Everything that there is to do. Like, except for the fact that I can't afford to do any more SBCs and I've got no more coins left. And it leaves me in a position. Is that going to be Gravenberch? That'd be quite nice. Gravenberch, Gordon and Frimpong. Wow, is Frimpong still worth anything? Not really. It leaves me in a position where I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. I don't really know how to make coins. Like, I know how to make coins, you know what I mean? But with how much stuff is there, like, one of the things I really, really wanted to do for this year's RTG was kind of everything. I wanted to do a bit of everything. I wanted to do as many SBC players as I could, have fun with as many different teams as I could, do every single champs run, every single rivals run, play up as hard as we could, you know, do every single objective and stuff. And every single Evo. And I'm looking at that new Evo, and obviously we've got a new centre-back Evo. I'll show you who fits in it for us today in a moment. But through all of that, here we go with a walkout. I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left. I've got literally nothing. I've got 24,000 coins. I could probably get up to about 60 or 70k if I sold all the tradable things that I've got in the club. Is that a double walkout? Who is that? Oh, that's fantastic. That's the best pack we have had. Genuinely the best pack we have had in a long time. An 88 and an 87 rated card together in the same pack is going to actually enable us to choose an SBC to maybe start working on, which is great news. Because, yeah, as I was saying, guys, I've got, like, I don't really have any fodder in the club. I don't have any coins left, and I've got some players. You know, I did Busquets and Alba. I did a few of the other SBCs, but I personally feel like, and I don't know if you guys agree, but I personally feel like if I'm doing everything there is to do, gameplay related, and being really hyper efficient with my club, I don't think I should be like priced out of so much content. And I feel like I am priced out of so much content. And it does just make me think about, there's Vasquez and Tariciano, Cyclone State. Let's pop that on, why not? It does just make me think about you guys. And if me, who like plays this game every day for a living, for a job, is struggling so hard to generate coins and fodder for anything, what about the person that has a real, like, you know, a real job, quote unquote, or goes to work or goes to school or has, you know, maybe some responsibilities at home with children or cleaning or cooking? Like, what chance have you got, is what I'm trying to say, if you only play this game for an hour or two a day? And even an hour or two a day on a video game is a reasonable amount. I just don't like the lane EA are choosing to go down right now, which is literally, we will give you nothing in return for the time that you spend on our game. And it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good. To look at the evolutions, guys, I've nearly finished Fryer. We just need to win one more game, then he's done, and we'll be able to put him into another evolution. I've nearly finished Klein. We've got to play one more and then play two and win two with Klein. And I'm tempted. I've got two fun Evo things to show with you today, and then I've got to do Zinsberger. So I've nearly finished the Evos that are active. In terms of the Evos that are there, there's quite a lot of them, but the ones that we got today, we got Silver Armor today. I don't like this Evo whatsoever, more specifically because the overall upgrade that it gives is huge. If we go and get this 55 rated CDM, he goes up to a 74. And, you know, I bang on a lot about face card stats versus the overall. And as a 74 rated, he comes away with 73 pace, 67 defending, 60 physical, 62 passing, 58 dribbling, and 49 shooting, and only intercept and slide tackle. And it's just a horrible Evo for a low rated card. So you might think, maybe this is a good Evo for like a 74 rated card. And I kind of thought maybe, but because it caps the stats in the low 70s, like, even this is just, it's not a bad card. It's way better than the bronze that gets upgraded, but it just leaves so few cards as having a good option. So we're gonna have to be really careful with this kind of Silver Armor free Evo. And then the I'll Protect You Evo, guys, this one's quite nice, but I don't know where I'm going to get 100,000 coins from. I've got two players I'm looking at to put into here. The first one is Reed. I haven't given her an evolution in a fair old while. This makes her quite a good card. Insane dribbling outside of dribbling stat, which I think we would be able to fix so easily with those evolutions that give just base upgrades, right? This card looks delightful. Physical, very good. Defending, very good. Pace, pretty decent. She's 4-star weak foot. And then we'll have incisive, pinged, long ball, jockey, block, and anticipate plus. It's a really nice card, and I'm very tempted to put Reed into this evolution. The other player that I've got on the docket for it is this man right here, Mosquera. He's not quite nearly as good. That dribbling's nowhere near as good. The base dribbling stat is obviously a little bit lower. His passing's pretty decent. His pace is pretty decent. His physical and defending are good. His playstyles are brilliant. Jockey, intercept, anticipate plus, slide tackle, bruiser, long ball, and pinged pass. And of course also has a 4-star weak foot. What I can do with Mosquera though, guys, is I can put Mosquera into some of these ones first. So I can give him some dribbling stats first, but the problem is it will give him Trickster. I don't want him to have Trickster. I can give him Ironclads here to boost some stats as well. We'll give him Enforcer. I don't mind that too much. So what I was thinking of with Dynamic Distributor, Footwork Mastery, and Ironclad Instincts, this is kind of the plan that I am going to have for that. I want to show it to you guys. I want you to give my feedback on this because I've got this or that kind of situation. So I've got Pelova, who fits into all 3 of those Evos. So I just want to show you her here. So she goes into Footwork Mastery a couple of times. She goes into Ironclad Instincts all 3 times. She goes into, not Incisive Pass, Dynamic Distributor both times. And then she'll go into Wing Wizards. Why I like this is because she comes out with 5-star, 4-star, Press Proven, Trickster, Enforcer, Pinged, Quickstep, and Ticky, which is really nice, a Ticky, but also 93 vision, 91 short, 88 long, with real nice dribbling and good pace. Her shooting's not the best, her physical's good for the stamina, but not the best otherwise. And with an engine chem style, she just looks like a really good cam. The reason why I like her a little bit more than potentially the alternative is because she has got centre mid as well, and obviously I don't really play with cams right now, but she's got cam, centre mid, and right wing. It's really nice. So I really like this Pelova for that option. It is another Arsenal player, but it's, for me, it's a decent card and a decent option. The other option we've got is Klein. So of course we've put Klein into an evolution already. He went into the big fella. I can put him into the big fella again. If I put him into silver armor, he comes away with 82 physical, 72 defending, 73 pace, and jockey and slide tackle. I don't really like it, but what I can do with him is give him these same things. Dynamic Distributor a couple of times. Where's the other one gone? There we go. Dynamic Distributor in there. We can give him Ironclad Instincts 3 times. Although the 3rd time is pointless because it doesn't actually do anything for him. And we can give him Footwork Mastery a couple of times. And then we can put him into Silver Armor. But as you can see, it doesn't boost his passing, doesn't boost his physical, and only gives him Intercept, but takes him from a 65 all the way up to a 74 for what, for me, kind of looks like a poor set. He does go to 4-star, 4-star, but for me, this card is not worthy of being a 74 rated. It's just way off the beaten track in my opinion, and I think I'd prefer not to. Obviously, like I say, we can go remove. We want to keep the big fella in. I don't know why the other big fella option isn't here, because I can do big fella twice, but I can just put him into the big fella and then into silver armor, save all those other ones, and it's still it's decent. I just don't like the fact it becomes a 74 rated for what is just not a valuable boost. But when you look at his playstyles, he'll now have Aerial Fortress, Enforcer, Precision Header, Bruiser, Intercept, and Slide Tackle with a 4-star weak foot. As a centre mid, it's better. It's better. But I don't think I like this Evo. So my choices are, going back to it, we can either put that Pelova up to where she would go to as an 86 with all of these, or use Klein for Saved by the Bell, for the Screamore, and for Wing Wizards will go on her, and for Defensive Shift. I don't even know if I want to do something on that. I need to find some new players, so we'll work on that for tomorrow's video. But yeah, that's where we're at with the RTG right now, guys. And like I say, like when it comes to what I've done, foundations are all done. The seasonal stuff we are working on, but even like this is the thing about like doing things that are relevant, right? I'm working on all of these icons. They only give like tiny packs back. It's not like, oh, I've got things to work on. I could walk away with like, you know, 5 100k packs or something. In live events, we've got the World Tour Cup, which gives an 81x4, an evolution, a lone player, an evolution, and 2 threads. So no packs obtainable there. In campaign, we've got this new Ilkay Gunda one that offers evolutions and kits and badges with an 82x2. And then the completionist, I don't know if I'm going to do this, guys. This is horrifically priced. I really don't know if I'm going to do it. And then just literally a few milestones left to do. And so I sit here, guys. Obviously, we could play champs this weekend. We can get our champs rewards. That might help us get a little bit of fodder. But when I look at the SBCs, I was thinking, and I went back to have a look at the video, guys. I was thinking about the first like 2 or 3 weeks of this game. I literally had done every single SBC that was on offer. Everything, because it was 80 rated squads, 81s and 82s, with the odd one needing an 83 or an 84 rated squad. We're back again now, and we've got like a couple of nice ones here. This Gwyn looks quite nice, but she's a bit expensive, but she does look like a card I'd really like to play with. And then this Angel Di Maria is also quite expensive, about 80k, but looks really nice. And it's a card I think I'll do, because I think this looks like a real nice card. I really want to do this card, and that 2 players that we just got there are going to be really helpful for this. But look at the players that are there, guys. Of the SBC players that are currently active, I haven't completed even one of them. There is, what is that? They're like, obviously some of them like the icon picks and stuff, but I would love to try some of these cards, and I just do not have the fodder, and I cannot get the fodder because there are no methods to getting packs. The only thing that we can do is grind League SBCs, but as you just saw from the Premium Mixed League that we've done twice, we came away from that with no promo cards, no special cards, no informs, 187 and 188, and that was desperately lucky. And so I'm calling out to EA, guys, for the sake of the content in this game, please, like do better, because you're giving us access to all this content, but you're not giving us the actual capability to do it. And I don't know what to do about it, guys. You know, like I say, this Road to Glory might very, very, very quickly become heavily themed around just Evos, because I don't have the capabilities as a free-to-play player to do even one of these player SBCs, or rather, should I say, I have the capabilities to quite literally do one of them, and I personally think that's incredibly, incredibly sad. What we do have that is incredibly happy and very good is the Evos that we are using. I'm going to have to get some new players in here. I've accidentally used 2 of them in some of the SBCs that I've done. The Evos that we've got, this Trossard is brilliant. Labib is starting to work and come real nicely. He could go into the new Evo. Ooh, hold on. He could go into the new Evo, to be fair. With his 90 pace, what really bothers me about this evolution is that Urian Timber doesn't fit into it for no other reason than he has 4 positions instead of 3. And off the back of that, oh, Labib can't fit, he's got too much pace. And off the back of that, one of them is right mid, which is a position he literally never plays. But yeah, the Evos that we've got, the Jesus, the Martinelli we're working on, the Australian players that we're going to start or have started working on, Trossard and Labib, this McDermott card that's already for a 65 rated looking quite nice. Like, I'm really happy with the evolution side of things, and I'm really happy we've actually broken out of the more Arsenal only and we're looking at other things, because I think that's going to add a bit of diversity, and it's going to allow us to have a pool of maybe 20 or 30 of our own Evos that we get the choice of upgrading here and there, rather than forcing the issue on the Arsenal players. You know, if an Arsenal player fits and it really fits and works, I'm happy to do it. But if an Arsenal player doesn't really fit, I'd be more than content with putting somebody else into an evolution. But that is where we're at for today, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.